Alright, so I wanted to keep this recording relatively short. So, first, I should have cleared my throat before hitting record, but oh well. I just finished binging all 3 seasons of, didn't binge all of them at once, but I just finished binging the 3rd season of Workin Moms. It's a Netflix original. It's actually a Canadian show created by Catherine Reitman. If you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you might know her as Maureen Ponderosa, I think. She's the old flame of Dennis's that has the dead tooth. And I guess in the later seasons, she got a boob job. She creates the show. She writes and directs a lot of the episodes and stars in it. She's great. She's a main character. There are 3 main characters, and she's one of them. Really great show. I think there's only about 12 or 13 episodes a season, and each episode, it's a sitcom, I guess. It's a comedy. There's about 20-25 minutes per episode, so it's a good bingeable episode length. And just all around really, really funny. It just gets funnier as the seasons go on, and the 3rd season was definitely the funniest in my opinion, and I laughed my absolute hardest during some of the moments in the 3rd season, because the way they just build up the character relationships throughout the course of the story, throughout the course of the seasons, is brilliant. It's really funny. There's just really, really good stuff in there, because it kind of focuses on an aspect, like, as the show is titled, Workin Moms. They're all moms, and the main characters are all moms, and we don't really see that side of things in shows. At least I'm not used to it. If you are, if you've seen stuff like that on shows before, I know there was stuff like that a little bit in, like, Everybody Loves Raymond, Deborah and The Middle, and, like, Malcolm in the Middle, and it shows, like, parenting and stuff. But this is mainly focused on the mothers and how they are treated by their children, their husbands, and their colleagues at work. And at first it's regarding, like, maternity leave and, like, how they are treated based on that. And then it kind of devolves into what happens after maternity leave, because some moms, they choose that they want to become a full-time mom, and some women choose to keep working, and it's the differences in that and how they balance it, and it makes it really realistic, because the crazy things that happen in the show that add to its humor and what makes it so funny is how real all the situations are, because they're very mundane, but it creates such great comedy out of the mundane, because you realize that this is like life, and this is how things would happen, and you're not surprised that these things happen, yet you are, and you find it extremely hilarious. At least I did. Extremely short, very easy to binge, very, very funny. Definitely recommend if you're looking for something funny on Netflix to just binge. And I also started on the 3rd season of The Good Place, which I actually really like so far as well. That's another comedy that just keeps... Now, Workin Moms, it kind of keeps the same elements going, and it just progresses the story. But The Good Place, I have to give it props, because they change up the rules of the game or the rules of the story almost every season. And they still, doing that, manage to keep it interesting. So I give that show major props for being able to do that, because it's hard, because you have to come up with like completely new rules for your characters to abide by, yet like write them in a way that they don't, I mean, they just don't, so they like they're the same characters, but the show has stuff with memory wipes and past lives and a bunch of things like that. So using all that, they still, I guess it's kind of a way to just start over. So maybe if you look at it from that point of view, it's actually, I guess they're just doing a good job at each rewrite of the entire thing. I don't know. They very expertly walk the line between reinventing the wheel and just running through the same similar story types again. So mad props to The Good Place and Workin Moms. Both of those are really good comedies on Netflix if you are looking for something quick to binge. And that's it. Hope you like this little review segment, and look forward to the next podcast. Till then, you guys have a good day.